Hello everybody, it's time for the American joinDOTA League Season 2 here. The house is down, goes versus top 5 and of course I greet you all out there. Welcome here on Heflatv 1. My name is Heflatv myself and yep, Heflatv 2 is already online since 1:30 with the Sneaky Nick's Assassin versus No Earth Spirit game, and since these games are overlapping I told my guys, hey guys, I'm taking this, so don't worry, just a small night shift for me today from 2 a.m. and let's see how long those guys takes. Anyway, we had a lot of THD, the House is Down games as of late. Like I think in the past 2 days or so, in the past 2 night shifts for me, CET times that is, we casted a lot of the House is Down. They did. I think it was a bit roller coaster. I think they played it versus Revenge. They played versus Union Gaming. And yeah, they performed a bit up and down all the way. I think top 5, they will have a chance definitely to win here a game. Let's see how they score. I'm actually looking at the stats right now, how they played the last time versus top 5. But it's been actually quite a while. I mean, UG beat them against Revenge 2-0. Against CNB, they lost pretty much all the time. In some matches they could go 1-1, but I have no idea. I think this is... yeah, the last time. It was actually quite a while ago, like the 22nd of March. Yeah, when they played the last time against each other here in the JDL. That was, yeah, a 1-1. So last time they met, it was a tie. Let's see how it goes today. So, the draft is up. Let's see how it looks. I mean, we have the Dream Protector, like a hero that is just a bit too popular in my opinion at the moment. I'm pretty sick of casting him. So I'm glad he's being banned out, like a very, very present early and mid-game hero. As soon as the Primal Split comes out, it gets dangerous for each and every one. Nobody's really safe from him, especially the first Primal Split or the second one has like a huge impact. The Dream Protector, well, so many teams pick him right now just to protect their tower, so that the other team has to either bring a lot of damage via split push, or they have to commit fully to a tower. But if you don't manage that, and if the rotations are strong enough and you get your enemy off your tower, then they're healed up and you withhold pretty much that early tower goal that's incoming. So I definitely like that one. Like it and Batrider on the other side, well, at least there they go according to the current meta, so no Blink Dagger initiation with a lasso and no split pusherino with the Lycan. But now it gets interesting. Since we have the first picks here, we have the Shadow Demon and the Mirana, so we have the Disruption Soul Catcher into the Arrow, a nice and a very strong combination, super synergy between those two heroes. There's not much more to say. I mean, those heroes alone are always good. Like, those heroes in combination are even better. The Mirana, like, I had 2 games, for example, today where the Moonlight Shadow had like such an impact because they lost the gem, then the support died before he could stomp like a proper sentry, or they didn't have dust. They preferred sentries over dust, which I don't agree sometimes depending on the situation. Well, on the other side we have Invoker. Well, not much to say there. Invoker, strong mid hero. Let's see how he's gonna perform. I've actually haven't seen THD with the Invoker, I think, in the last 2 days, but I have to check that up. Abaddon it is though for the second one, and this is very interesting. So the Abaddon, of course, changed in 6.81. Definitely one of the interesting heroes. So far I haven't seen any Abaddon carry attempt of any of the teams, not even in the TI, but maybe the THD is gonna change that. I doubt it though. I mean, the Aphotic Shield as such still very strong, like a hero that can tank in the front lines, just like the Wraith King. That's why I like both of them pretty much. You can just send them in the front line, they take all the heat and then they just go down. I mean, okay, Wraith King goes down and slows them all and comes back, and the Abaddon just pops his ultimate, and if he's still on the heavy attack, then he's healing up to full, can reset the fight, etc, etc. So it's a very interesting hero. Especially interesting because he can remove a lot of those stuns that potentially come. Like the first one to remove would be, of course, the Mirana Arrow. And, well, the second ban rotation is coming. We have the Sand King and the OD. Templar so Sand King, of course, very strong. The OD for the mid. Obviously, you don't want to have it against the Invoker. And on the other side, we have the Viper being banned out, which is interesting. But, yeah, it explains... Yeah, it pretty much got explained by picking the TA. So Viper as a ban, you don't want to have it against the TA because Poison Attack as well as Corrosive Skin and Viper Strike, like they all help removing the the refraction charges of the Templar Assassin, which render her useless. I mean, not useless as such, but a TA that loses the refraction charges very, very fast. Like, she doesn't come along with a lot of armor, etc., as well as not a too big HP pool. Therefore, refraction it is. You go into the fight with refractions, you refresh them in the fight, and you hopefully still have a third one then left when you get out of the fight. That's like the perfect scenario for a Templar Assassin, and yeah, banning the Viper is definitely guaranteeing this. The other one is a Weaver. Well, for me, a random Korban could have been for THD, but not necessarily. But yeah, better you guess one than not going for it. So TA it is. The third one for top 5, and Doom is the fourth one. So Doom definitely interesting, especially against Abaddon, especially against Slark. I mean, this is absolutely counterban. Counter pick, I mean, of course. A Slark that is doomed and getting focused down, it's very, very dangerous. Slark as such, if the Doom comes early, has a very low HP pool and therefore might die just to Doom. Maybe he got some hits before, and then with the Scorched Earth, some right clicks maybe, or some collateral damage from any other hero, and he's easily going down, and he can't go into Shadow Dance then later as soon as he pops his like he comes in range of his ultimate with level 6. So Slark it is on the THD. I already mentioned him in combination with the Doom, and now the Rubik. Yeah, the Rubik, I always like it. Like a Rubik when you have a Doom, because the delay between the Doom cast and whatever else he's casting always gives the Rubik a nice opportunity to steal the Doom. Also, Doom coming with a relatively low HP pool. That means sometimes Dooms actually just have the mana to like come close with the Scorched Earth and a Doom, or sometimes they only cast a Doom and hope for the best, and that's the perfect timing for a Rubik, of course, to get a Doom steal. And a Doom stolen, that's just perfect. Like, best case scenario whatsoever. So far I definitely like the draft of both teams. I mean, it could go either way with these drafts. It kind of depends who's snowballing harder. We have a nice snowball hero with the TA, we have a nice snowball hero with the Slark, and the question is who is getting what. But I have to give, of course, top 5 a bit the upper hand just by the synergy of the Mirana and the Shadow Demon, as well as, of course, the counterpick Doom versus Slark. So that makes a lot more sense to me than the THD draft, but let's see. I mean, we have the Furion and the Darkseer, and the Darkseer as the last bans, and actually the Darkseer ban is very interesting because Darkseer often gets picked against the TA because the Iron Shell is also very nice against refraction charges. Pretty much the Iron Shell is against all charges very nice. You have the Dream Protector with living armor, and you have the refraction charges of the TA. Both of them don't really like the Iron Shell, but they ban it. I mean, the Furion ban I understand, so no more split pushing, which, well, it could have come out, but then again, a Furion in the draft of Abaddon, Slark, Invoker. Okay, if the Abaddon goes full support with the Rubik, I guess it could have worked out as an offlaner. But let's see. The Slark is probably gonna end up anyway on the safe lane, Invoker in the mid, the two supports. I don't know. I mean, the Rubik is of course really nice to retain, but let's see how this works out. They have one more pick to go, each team, and top 5, they already decided what it is. It is a Wraith King. This Wraith King is gonna be then in a support role, I guess. Yeah, it has to be in a support role with the Shadow Demon together, and I like it. I mean, the support Wraith King is, in my opinion, the preferred build so far, the preferred position for a hero. He can go in, right Fire Blast, and if he goes down, I already said it, like, it's comparable to the Abaddon ultimate, with only the difference that one goes down and the other one doesn't. The biggest problem is, though, with the Wraith King, of course, he's mana dependent. So if you have a mana burn whatsoever, for example with a potential Invoker going Cross Wax, that's quite nice. We actually saw that today here in the Battle of Central Europe. In the tournament we casted, in the finals we had actually one Cross Wax Invoker going against a Wraith King, and that was quite painful. Like, the Wraith King was a couple levels behind, well, not just a couple, a lot more, like 3, 4, 5, and the EMP really drained him dry. Like, he had a stick, but sometimes even the stick wasn't enough to get him above the 140 mana mark required. And now, talking about mana burn, we have a Nyx Assassin coming out by THD, and of course, yeah, I mean, that would be one of those heroes here with the mana burn that actually bring the Wraith King below this threshold, so he's actually dying even though he has his ultimate up. That's definitely something interesting. I see THD has 2 players disconnected. I hope this does not end in a remake. Just a pause, because I got already horrible games today with a lot of pauses, 2 remakes, and actually once the network was down as well. So I just hope we don't continue as we started the games today. Anyway, we're in game overlay, I remembered it, so everything is fine here, and there we have the pause, and I'm just hoping that THD they're gonna connect pretty much fast. In the meantime, I have a look on Heflatv 2. Yes, there Sneaky Nick's Assassins already playing versus no Earth Spirit. So yep, that absolutely works out good, and we're perfectly online as well. I'm actually surprised, like usually those night games, especially when Spanish teams or Peruvian teams or the Brazilian teams are involved, there's a lot of viewers coming. But I mean, today it's Sunday already here in Europe, Saturday for you guys. I'm surprised that there are not more people, but I guess THD's like bad performance in the last game. Maybe some fans saying like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this. But either way, in the meantime, we're gonna take, of course, the time to introduce the teams we have here. Fly playing the Doom. Then, seriously, we lost boys. Oh no, I have to look up. I didn't ask them for their real names and stuff, and if they changed them in game, so I have to look up the roster of top 5. It is Shanks, Legendary, Fly, Patso, and whatever. Why are they all like? The funny thing is, if you look at the JD roster, they're all listed as Chinese. I hope this is just trolling, but either way, so we have whatever is there. We have, of course, Savvy, Fly. So missing would be Shanks and no Legendary, Shanks and Patso, but I have no idea who is who. Maybe a viewer can answer me that. That would make things a lot easier. But yeah, on the other side we have a stand-in as I think we already had him once. Of course, Violence here, who loves Lil. Vestios again in the support role, of course, on the Rubik, and well, I hope the others are coming soon. But the names are awesome. Miko Digital Sports. Wow. At least Baby Scumbag is under the old name, but yeah, Miko Digital Sports, I have no idea if that's stand-in or not, but he's not tagged as stand-in if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I just have to assume it's a regular player at the moment. With the new ticket system, that's the fun part. Like if people are not properly in the roster and everything, they get automatically a stand-in tick. Sometimes it's actually bugged as well, and well, let's see how it goes. So far, one of them at least reconnected. But they also didn't give any reason. I guess they maybe just went AFK or so while the draft is going on. I have no idea, but like 2 of them disconnecting, 1 coming back. Let's see how the outcome is. Nothing has been said yet. Someone is asking for the ETA, which is pretty good. Seriously? 5 minutes? Oh, they're really ruining my night here. This is just nuts. Like, they draft, and in the meantime they just go AFK for about 5 minutes, and then we have to just sit here and wait. This is something I don't like at all. Not at all. These are like the moments where I can just say, maybe some music, some ads, and then we just come back, but then you never know if those 5 minutes are actually 5 minutes, or maybe they are, I don't know, 1 minute. In these times I wish Roxas or Kylie would be here. One of our like North American casters. With those guys it's always fun, like we can chit chat even without anything happening on our screens, so that's like the most, for me at least, the best thing to happen. But unfortunately I'm alone and like cheering myself up in a game that has been paused pretty much before any second is gone. It's very, very frustrating. I could actually ask, but there's no other caster. The admin is there. Actually, the admin also DC'd, and admin just coming back now. I don't like. Me no likes. Oh, I think we have it. Someone reconnected. At least the symbol changed. And there, yep, the message is coming a bit later. But baby's come back. He just... oh yeah, he's picking up the next assassin. And this way... wow, no, please, no, top 5. Yeah, now we go. Sorry, he says. Apology accepted. And... what the fast issues. Whatever that means. But, yep. Game is commencing, finally. I mean, it never really started, so there's nothing to commence, but finally we are starting, and yeah, we see the items coming out. The laning, well, it should be, as I already predicted in the draft, like the TA is gonna end in the mid here. We have, of course, the Invoker being mid laned as well. Baby's come back, already rushing forward. He has one ward. I mean, I'm assuming ward here or ward there, like either the combination of vision here into the sides, plus of course the rune, or of course this protection ward, so that he can't get ganked from this or this direction here. So let's see what it is. And yeah, it's here in this spot. Yep, that makes sense. So no vision on the bottom rune, of course. And what does he get afterwards? I think that was just a clarity or something. Either way, or maybe that was just mismicro. I didn't see anything on the courier, but I might have been just too slow to click at the courier. So oh, thanks. Revillo is actually like just randomly posting a meow and a little puppy face in my chat, so he's cheering me up. But this time I don't need any cheering up anymore, because the game actually started, and in 10 seconds the creeps spawn, and then it actually gets interesting. Like, so far there's no other warding coming out except for this lane ward, of course, giving vision into where Nyx Assassin is, of course, and where or what rotations are coming into this lane. There is a haste rune top, and yep, Doom is the one who's gonna find it. I think he can secure it against the Rubik, and yeah, he's standing on top of it. There is a ward, of course. You can see Doom now. That's the fun part. On the other side, we have also the ward giving vision into the rune. So yep, they both teams decide they want the vision on the top rune instead of the bottom rune, and like the bottom one is then more aggressive, or rather the other one is more defensive. This one is obviously an aggressive one, so definitely interesting. And they already hide here at the side shop, and the combination would be, of course, the Mirana getting a nice angle, disruption into the arrow, and if he runs away, there is a Ray Fire Blast directly to follow up. But now at least he is here on the side and trying to, you know, get at least some XP done. But I don't know. I mean, there is the Abaddon. They assume that this is gonna happen. The problem is the range between the tower and where it might happen is a bit long. That's the biggest problem I have with this at the moment. Now, yep, they're getting impatient, and actually they go on this side, and there is there a disruption? No, there's not. And the Abaddon is actually showing, but the Ray Fire Blast, this is miscommunication, but there is the Aphotic Shield removing the stun. And the problem is they could have done this much better, of course. I mean, that could have been the Ray Fire Blast after the disruption, or they went for Ray Fire Blast instantly, wait with the disruption into the arrow, so it comes somehow into the Aphotic Shield and he's still stunned. But this way they wasted the first stun, and the second stun got removed by Aphotic Shield. So beautifully done actually by THD, assuming that this is gonna happen, but maybe they go for another try. I mean, the arrow is still there, and there we have it. There it is coming, but it connects. But same game. There is now Spike Carapace coming out as well. Aphotic Shield, just winning this. That's why I like the Abaddon, the Abaddon pick. It's absolutely beautiful. Abaddon against stuns. It's just, yeah, it sucks. I have to say it like this with those words. It's the same like Dark Pact of a Slark. It is just very, very. Who knows? But we have a telekinesis back here, and the pounce will definitely hit. I don't think they have enough damage on the Doom, especially because he has Scorched Earth ready, but they're still going. I mean, is there a Fate Bolt? There actually might be a Fate Bolt, but now he's getting a bit greedy. Now I think he has to use, he doesn't use Scorched Earth. Okay, that's absolutely interesting. He had Scorched Earth since he was picked up here by the telekinesis, and in the end he feeds a First Blood just because he was holding back on the mana. That is actually very interesting what Fly did here. I think he was a bit too overconfident. I think he thought that he is gonna survive and then using the Self instead of the Scorched Earth, so he has the Devour mana ready. But yeah, this way, of course, first blood, and I mean the Slark is definitely happy about it. Who got, the Rubik actually got the first blood, so it's 427 gold for him, but of course Slark has been part of it, so it's a shared gold endeavor there. Plus, of course, he's also getting the experience. So the Slark is now level 3, even though he's in a dual lane here with the Rubik. The Doom, well, he's level 4. Of course, he has a XP advantage because he's alone. And now we see a smoke here of those two supports. I mean, where do they head though? Where are they heading? Okay. That was very interesting what I just saw. Like, is it just me being, I don't know, tired and finding this funny? But why exactly did they go like this nice round here? Doesn't really make any sense. Maybe they wanted to hide if there's some sort of jungle ward. I don't know, but in the end they end up here in the mid. But in the mid the Abaddon is already standing, like he is expecting this, and there might be, of course, the disruption. But the disruption won't actually do much, that's the biggest problem. I mean, the TA at the moment really low. I mean, the new bottle is coming, so he's getting mana and HP back. The creeps are also coming directly under the tower, but the TA now with the haste rune. Okay, now it actually gets interesting. Also top, by the way, pretty interesting that, well, Violence is getting some of the damage here, but I don't know, this rotation, oh, baby scumbag, he finds the SD, and but it's just a little brawl. 4 from back there is actually, he should be careful though, because there is a Wraith Fire Blast. If Mirana would rotate in, that gets actually interesting. But now we have to go on the Doom. This time the Doom not holding back on the Scorched Earth. It's a level 2, but there is still telekinesis, no mana for the Fate Bolt, and now it is a man fight against the Slark. Slark still not losing his life, but now with the Scorched Earth, it is probably enough. Scorched Earth running out. In the end, the Rubik is the winner. He is now level 5. Both of them going down, so it's a 1-1 trade. I guess it's okay. A bit unfortunate for the Slark, of course, because he really thought like, oh come on, 1 hit. The funny part is, I think if he would have gone for 1 more hit on the Doom, it would have been closer, but running away, like the area of Scorched Earth is huge. And now, well, the next assassin, now with the Aphotic Shield behind him, he can actually go aggressive, because this stun combination, even with the Wraith Fire Blast, they can't really do anything. I mean, now he has not just, of course, the Aphotic Shield removing the arrow, like even if they follow up with the Wraith Fire Blast, then he just goes by Carapace right after and can still run out. He got Brown Boots now, not really, I don't know, not really working out as it should be, but well, it's 5 minutes, only 3 kills happening, and that is actually what happens if you have, like, yeah, things like Aphotic Shield and rotations that are a bit questionable. But now we have the Doom in the mid. The Doom is ready, of course, with a Doom combination, plus he should have enough mana for, yeah, there is Scorched Earth coming, and is there? There is Ghost Walk, no vision, no detection whatsoever. He should have brought a smoke, a dust with it, then it would have worked, then they could have gone for a Doom and the Shockwave combination on the Walker that would have killed him, but this way Walker is just getting a nice self by his supports, and everything is just as it used to be before. The chat, like Forrest Gump is falling asleep, and what is Morillo is saying, one-handed, easy. So either way, we're almost in the 7th minute, and as I said, it's a very passive game. Like so far, only like this play of Fly was, I don't know, very interesting with the first blood attempt. At least now with the Illusion Rune, the TA is going a bit ham on this tower. I mean, there's nothing to protect up. Wow, okay. I missed that one. Nyx Assassin going down. That was Disruption, Arrow, and this time they channeled it right. No, actually, Ray Fire Blast. Oh, I think, yeah, it was used. So finally they equalized. Top 5 now 2-2 in the 7th minute. And yeah, I actually thought the Abaddon is still around, but the Abaddon actually now finding himself there in the top lane. And Baby Scumbag, of course, he has to be careful. Spike Carapace was used there, but well, if the Abaddon is not there, then yes, it actually gets quite dangerous for him. And now with his Creep Wave and 2 catapults, actually I think they might want to take this, I mean the tower at least, on the Creep Wave. The next Creep Wave, they can easily kill that Creep Wave. But yeah, of course there is still quite some harass damage come. They have to hold those catapults maybe in. That would be definitely interesting, because with the next creep wave they get a lot of tower damage done. But I think, yeah, at least one of those catapults is definitely gonna die. And now they go passive again. They just want to CS. They don't want to clear it out. which I guess, yeah, it's okay. But the Nyx Assassin, of course, getting quite some level here. He is level 5. With the next 2 creep waves, he's gonna end up being level 6, and then we have the first Vendetta coming, and then the game is definitely getting interesting. So top 5 will be definitely forced into using sentries, at least at the most important entry spots of each lane, so that the Nyx Assassin can't rotate, for example, in the mid. The funny part is, I think, yeah, Temple Assassin still has its share of tangos. He never needed it, so the Invoker not being, I don't know, present enough. Like, there is, yeah, I mean, he's an excellent Invoker, yet no, I don't know, no Cold Snap, Harass, no Forge Spirit hitting the TA. It's pretty interesting. A TA who has still the starter items from pretty much, really, the start on in the 9th minute. It's very interesting, to say the least. But yep, I think, do we see it go soon on the Doom? I think they theoretically could go, but it's also very dangerous. I mean, you need definitely some sort of heal, because the Slar could be killed easily with a Doom. He's level 8, Shockwave, Scorched Earth combination as well as Doom. But the Abaddon is near, so we have the Mist Coil and the Aphotic Shield level 2, and now I think we finally see some movement in this game. There is a 9-minute rotation without smoke whatsoever, but there's no Observer Ward who could scout that out of THD, and where do they want to go? Yeah, Nyx Assassin, that's the plan. He's not level 6 yet. He's not gonna be level 6 before this comes, and from behind there is a blink already. He can't really do anything, this poor guy. There is the disruption. Like, it's all about the angle. The angle's actually coming, and oh, the arrow is taken by the Abaddon, and now all these TPs, they really want to go back, and oh, the Wraith King. Yeah, they have to stun him, yes, and the stun is coming through, so he's going easily down. Even the Moonlight Shadow won't help him there, and yeah, in the end, the SD makes it out, but it's a kill. I mean, it was a whole rainbow of TPs coming there. I think there was 2 rotations in summary. No, it actually was 3 even. Oh, now in the mid, okay, Violence going on a TA, but he's helping himself for now, at least, with a melt, so he's getting out of here. But it was still interesting. It was a kind of a ballsy move by top 5, but the execution was also, like, it took Mirana just too long till she got into a proper angle, because the new creep wave, the range creep, was shielding Nyx Assassin there. Now we see TA picking up, yep, a Midas at the 10th minute. It's not the fastest Midas on the planet, I have to say, but then again, he also made a sidestep because he went for the face boots first, so there is 900 gold plus. Okay, they went for the Mirana. That was the first Vendetta, and the Mirana didn't make it out with her level 2 leave. That's absolutely interesting, and I should be fucking faster with the kills. Well, a whole day of casting and I'm goddamn slow. But either way, it's 2-4. Now, top 5, they have to get something done, and talking about done, there is the Doom on the Slug, but the Abaddon, yeah, Abaddon, he just got disrupted, and that's the biggest problem of him. And now, he might actually end up dying here as well. There's so many right clicks coming his way. Yep, Mist Coil, maybe the deny on himself could have come out, but yeah, he had no chance whatsoever. It was just too fast damage. So that was the first go on the Slug, and I've been waiting for it all the time, because Doom versus the Slug, with the level advantage they have as well. I mean, the Slug is level 7. I mean, and the Doom level 9, almost level 10. He has a lot of burst damage, and now do we see a go here on the TA? I mean, he stole Reflection. That's very nice for the Rubik as well. So he's kind of shielded as a support, and well, the top tower, well, he's down. He got a Soul Catcher on him as well. But the rest, they're just going back. So top 5 at the moment having the advantage when it comes to towers. And to be honest, this is not going to change very soon, because top 5 in the mid, the tower is already really low. There might actually be deny. Yeah, the deny. It was in deny range, so it's coming out. But still, tower down is tower down. A bit less gold. And how is actually the bottom tower going? Well, 40% roundabout. Mirana still farming alone here. She is the leader still in CS. Then right after comes the TA, and then of course the Doom. Doom, well, he will catch up, but it's not a Midas Doom, so there's not a Devour plus a Midas, like, pretty much ticking synchronously and giving him, like, a lot of CS. He went for the mech carrier, so he's the mech carrier, and let's see how this works. Now we have Baby Scum in a invisibility rune, and to be honest I like that because yep, this is for the courier. Courier down, TPing out. Is there stun flying? No, it is not. So courier down, but this was the courier on the way back, so it's really just the bonus gold pretty much coming his way, not much else. So let's see how this goes. Either way, top 5, I think they're grouping up for this tier 1 tower, but then again, I mean, Nyx is coming back to this lane for sure, but I think the Rubik might be in danger now. He's using the refraction, that's of course very awesome. There is an arrow, absolutely missing everything. Oh, the Doom and the disruption at the same time. Oh my god, now they're getting stunned up both. This is really, really, really evil. So both of them are down without the others losing too much, and the Abaddon dying as well. So everything has been pretty much popped this game, and now they just go for the tier 1 tower. Who could stop them? Like, they can even just tank it away, the TA with refractions, but they don't even need to. The Doom not even using the Mac. He would be the only one that should use it, I guess, because he's the only one with low HP. And yeah, he's holding back because his mana is pretty precious, and they want more. Look at it, they want more. Directly keeping the momentum, and yeah, smoke up. And what do they find? I mean, the Invoker in the mid would be, of course, an option. They could go into Roshan. This would be a very nice and early Roshan, 13 minutes. But let's see what they get. I mean, the Abaddon would be, of course, a possibility. Baby Scumbag, oh my god, he's going directly into it. Now he's revealing the Doom. Oh my god, like, yeah, he's saving himself directly into a Vendetta. And now with that being revealed, I mean, the Evoker... Ah, the Evoker is so passive at the moment. Then the Slark is farming in the small camp jungle, also not the most effective way, and they're just heading back. So, nope, there won't be anything happening anytime soon, unless, of course, he's getting caught out when his Vendetta runs out right now. So, well, Mirana getting the kill even on the Slark. That's the funny part. Arrow here on the Slark while he was farming that small camp. He's even blinking, but it doesn't mean anything. So Mirana getting the solo kills as well. That's, well, it shouldn't be like this. The Slark not having the impact on the game as he should have. And, well, let's see. Fly just farming in the jungle. Is he still going for something interesting? I mean, he has arcane boots and everything, but now, oh my god, they are both slow. So the TA melted on Baby Scumbag, and the arrow not connecting on anything, and Scumbag, but still getting all this damage. Aphotic Shield, though, removing it instantly. There's not much else coming. He's getting slowed again. Mirana's trying to find him. There's a Deafening Blast. Okay, buying some time. Another stun, but in the end, oh my god, they are getting both down. But now the Slark is actually here on the Mirana, but getting instantly an arrow, even though he's in the Shadow Dance. I wouldn't go there if I were you, and in the end, okay, that's definitely interesting. The Invoker getting a kill on the Mirana, and now they're chewing through everything. Like the Rubik getting now the 5th stack. And there's the Melted. Oh, wow. That Shadow Demon just finishing up there with the Shadow Poison stack. So in the end, they're losing 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, they lost only 3 for the cost of a Mirana, but the tier 2 is going down. Or actually, is it? Because, well, there is a cliff. I mean, they can't heal it up. Oh, yeah. Eco is absolutely greedy, but Slark getting instantly doomed up, as well as a Melted, but a triple Impale. This really hurts, and he can't move anywhere. He's standing directly on top of an ice wall, and now they actually might get pursued out. There's the ultimate popping by the Abaddon, like Tango as well, and they're looking if someone was hiding here, but actually, oh, whatever is turning around, there was a Demonic Purge up, and yeah, but Lil getting healed up by Mist Coil, as well as, of course, the Aphotic Shield. And now another Moonlight Shadow just coming out. Is there actually something happening here? The Mirana might turn around this whole thing, but no sentries whatsoever, just defensively maybe popped. Nope, they stay as it is. But TA and Doom down, that's actually quite a nice trophy for the fact that the fight before was quite horrible for them, as well as losing the tier 2. Was that tier 2 actually denied? Nope. Like the TA just got that hit with the double damage, of course, he had. So, yep, it's absolutely working fine for top 5 at the moment. But what happened here, this is definitely not good. Like, you don't want to give the Rubik a Moonlight Shadow. I mean, you got plenty of spells, you were full mana. When he respawned at the fountain and heading towards the tier 1 tower, or TPing to the tier 1 tower, then he used the Moonlight Shadow. Till then, he still had a lot of time to use another spell. Now the Moonlight Shadow is, of course, on top 5, and that means, well, unless they have detection, which I doubt. Actually, there is 2 sentries up, but no one else has anything in the form of detection. So, yeah, it's definitely nice to have the Moonlight Shadow. Baby's comeback, he was looking for something with the Vendetta, but in the meantime, oh, there is actually a fail initiation here by the Doom, and the Moonlight Shadow is coming out now. Actually, they're gonna use it, against the TA, the TPA being absolutely alone, as well as the Sunstrike. Yes, the Sunstrike is gonna finish him off, and the Rubik now finished his nice stealing with getting the refractions again. Guardian. What? Guardiano Force Guard asking, what is this 3K MMR match? Well, to be honest, like, there were some questionable decisions, I have to agree there, but I mean, 3K MMR is definitely not playing that well. Those guys individually still being well, but Dota is not about individual plays, or not at all, or not only, let's say it like this. But now I think this Doom can make a very nice initiation with, he could stun like 3 targets up, and actually the Abaddon going like full tanky, but he's already getting stunned pretty much under the tower. There's the initiation, but it ends up directly. And he's getting the Sunstrike, so much damage as well as the Deafening Blast, but defensive disruption. Now the ultimate, he's popping, they're actually both popping, but now who's actually going for something? Top 5, the Shadow Demon, they definitely lost him, but now the Slark, without Shadow Dance, you're so done, and of course the Nyx Assassin is the next one to fall. 3 already down, and now they just want the Rubik. There's another stun here by the Doom, who actually bought back, and he's following up with a Doom. Now it's all about just getting the right clicks in. There's nowhere to move. He's as well slowed by the Psionic Chap, so yep, Mirana is the lucky one, getting even the killing spree here. 424 gold bonus for him, and that's absolutely fine. Like, I was just wondering, like, did that Burrow time actually get off? It looked so short, or not getting healed up for anything, but maybe that's just me, like, looking a bit screwed in the screen. Who knows? Either way, that's another tier 2 falling, and the only thing they had to invest for getting like 4 kills here, or 5 rather, a full team wipe, is really the buyback on the Doom, and I mean, the Doom is fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's see. Even 2 courier kills by now for THD can't really bring you all that gold back. And while they do Roshan, I don't think there is going to be a contest, and we have to look at the crafts. Look at this. There is a 5k experience advantage now. But they're all going in, and he can't snatch it. But now there is Shadow Dance up, and he gets stunned there. He's going to find himself actually in an awkward position. He's getting stunned. The arrow is actually not there. He makes it out, but maybe residual damage. Yes, the residual damage on top of him. Like, there was a lot on him. Oh my god, and they want to even go for more, and they hold the Abaddon in place. Abaddon still has his ultimate, so he might actually use it, but in the meantime he already went for the Rubik, and now the Invoker is down. The Forge Spirit, just a bonus kill on top of it, and even after the Burrow time, they are going time. The only one who can actually save his little butt, his little buggy butt, is the Nyx Assassin, but the Nyx Assassin alone for a high ground defense, I don't think that's gonna work out. And just to finish this, the Goldcraft is saying 15k and climbing for top 5, and you see it like in the past 5 minutes there was not a single kill for THD, and they're already working on a high ground. They have pretty much everything they need. No assault as such, but they got the Desolator on the TA. He can tank up also quite much on the tower. He has the Aegis, means he can tank up the Slark, the burst damage of the Slark. Now Cliff is coming out, buying them some time, and everybody's back from THD, but I still don't think they're in a good position. Maybe with some slow siege they could get this tower. At least, yeah, if they were greedy enough, but they don't want to give away anything. They don't care if they get this tower. They're farming better. They have better key items. More key items even coming out. Look at this. It's just raining. It's raining items. 2 Blink Daggers coming out. 1 for the TA, 1 for the Wraith King. We have a gem on the Shadow Demon. So that, for example, would also help. Not just with dewarding. They would also find the Invoker in the Ghost Walk when he tries to get out of there. And I think we had something else coming out. It was 2 daggers, and yeah, the Manta is also done now on, on the Mirana. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. We have 2 Blink Dagger initiations, the Mirana getting more and more, and the Doom getting a bit more tanky now with a finished Vanguard, but it's just a side item. I mean, he got everything important before. He's the mech carrier, he got a Blink initiation into the stun. He's keeping the stun as well, but now I think THD wants to do something, but Nyx Assassin, well, he could scout out something, but the problem is they just bought a gem. So if he comes from the back, oh my god, there is a disruption, an arrow on the Abaddon. Whoop, bop, 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 bop. He just got obliterated, and now, well, Wraith King already pretty low. There is a stun directly into the Spike Carapace, but yeah, what does it bring you to kill, I don't know, a Wraith King with the ultimate up? The Rubik is dying really, really fast, and they're just gonna continue. He actually bought back just to come say hello And yeah, the entire thing is at 20 minutes, GG, and actually they want to even get something faster. They're done. Templar Assassin even killing the Invoker. 24-10 in, and look at the time, guys. Isn't that beautiful? 22-22. Like, it couldn't be better. This is the best GG I've ever seen. 22-22, the magic timer. Either way, guys, this is the joinDOTA League Season 2, the American Division here, and it is a 2-game series. That means THD has a chance to strike back, but for that they definitely have to play better and draft more solid against top 5. It felt really easy for top 5, especially when they get such nice synergy between the heroes. I mean, they kinda messed up their nice combination with the Right Fire Blast, Arrow, and Disruption, and I also liked what the Abaddon pick. But in the end, they just took over this game one-handed, and yeah, easy one for top 5, unfortunately. Let's see if THD is striking back in the next game. So some ads, some music, and we're gonna see each other in, I guess, a couple minutes only.